Hello, Gemini. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your general collective message. Keep in mind, this energy reading is timeless. Timing and energy is fluid, and so whenever you're guided to watch this, you're likely to find a message in here for you. This is for any major Gemini placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Let's jump right in, Gemini, and see what needs to come through for your spiritual journey. And I am going to use the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck to start. So, oh my God. Okay, get ready for a reconciliation. A reunion is on the horizon. This could be with a lover, a child, a parent, anybody that you've been wanting to maybe reconcile some past differences with. A reunion on the horizon. So you just might want to reconnect with Mother Earth. I feel this retreating energy. Maybe you've been really, really busy in your life recently and you're being asked to kind of slow down. You might want to go get grounded, spend some time in nature. And hello, Kitty. She was minding her own business way over on the other side of the room. And she's like, oh, Mom's on camera. I'm going to come and steal the show, make an appearance. All right, let's see what needs to come through for you, Gemini. Messages for Gemini: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. We'll see what needs to come through for you. The main energies for Gemini. Ooh, what do we got here, Gemini? I like it. Live your soul's purpose. So whatever is coming into your awareness right now, it is part of your greater purpose in this lifetime. So I feel a Gemini embracing some change, stepping into a greater purpose. And so I feel remembrance, maybe remembrance of who you truly are. Kind of what it feels like. So Kitty, oh wow. We're going to leave it at that. I feel a Gemini here going through some type of personal transformation. It kind of feels like the death energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. If you are, let me just tell you, Scorpios come into your life to transform something for you. And so, or to show you what it is that you need to transform. And so there is like a shedding of some old skin, a shedding of some old ways. Gemini 222 on the timer. So you're at like a major divine Y point. You're at a pivot point. You got a big decision to make here, and you are journeying towards balance and harmony. And so I think you're releasing relationships, maybe even thinking about a career change. There's a lot of external forces kind of coming in here, getting you to strip away what no longer serves you and this higher purpose. And so we've got Pluto going into Aquarius tomorrow. And so this is coming in hot and heavy. And so this might be triggering a heart awakening. You might recently have experienced some type of upheaval that is triggering an awakening of your heart chakra, trying to fill you with love, forgiveness, and compassion. You might have to forgive somebody. You might have to forgive yourself, Gemini. There's a lot being mirror reflected. If you've been criticized by others a lot recently, that's just a reflection of what it is that you still need to heal below the surface, Gemini. And so you're being encouraged to show love to yourself. Maybe you've been in an unhealthy relationship and you're transforming that. Oh my God, yes, you have been. And you are embracing some major life changes. Get ready for some big time changes ahead. Kitty. And so you're going through a period of growth and expansion, and no matter how this change is coming in, it is part of your evolution, part of your heart awakening, and part of you tapping into your own psychic abilities. So you do have some gifts here, Gemini. You have the gift of psychic sight. You'll likely have some clairaudiency coming back online, maybe a whole bunch of senses, intuitive senses coming back online at once. And so it feels a little overwhelming, Gemini. So you are encouraged to continue to develop these psychic abilities, because this is what's getting you to journey towards fulfillment. So I do feel a Gemini here that was influenced maybe down the beaten pathway. But you're at a pivot point where you must take charge of your destiny. And there are some energy cords that you're going to need to clear when it comes to some unwanted attachments, maybe some painful past memories. You're going through a purge and cleanse of all of these unhealthy energies, whether they are people, places, and things, as part of this transformation, this renewal and release. You really got me going a little bit weird with my communication here, Kitty. You get me sidetracked. She distracts me. Let's see what needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. Oh my God, yes, this is your soulmate. Holy crap. And maybe you've locked the door on this connection. Maybe you thought you could bury this connection deep down below and now it's surfacing. Maybe you thought you could lock the door on something and never ever look at it again. But I feel somebody here that is definitely emotionally vulnerable going through a heart expansion. So it's like the baby stages of a rebirth, like the baby stages of a rebirth. So we'll see what else needs to come through for you, Gemini. And I think the next time I do a reading, I'm going to remember to lock this kitty up in a bedroom somewhere so she doesn't distract me the whole time. She's like, but Mom, I love you. And I got my other cat like staring me down on the end of the lounger, on the end of the couch. All right, what do we got here, Gemini? I think we got a mess on your hands. I don't even know what to do with this pile that just come out. I do feel there's an ending here. We're going to start off with that. These are the only two that flipped out upright. A divorce, an ending. The ending of a long, long cycle is what I'm feeling. There's a broken promise here, a broken ring. And you might need to ask for some help and to ask for some guidance. I also feel a Gemini here as they go through this heart expansion. There's a lot of regret. Maybe wishing you could go back and erase some mistakes, erase some past decisions, and we can never go back and erase anything. Regret, guilt, and shame really is a wasted emotion, but we kind of got to sit in that regret for a certain period of time to learn the lesson. So I do feel maybe somebody has left somebody here on red for a really long time. And, you know, there's been a lot of reading between the lines. I think there's been a lack of communication and there's been maybe a lack of an apology here, Gemini. And so somebody I feel is hitting a bottoming out when it comes to maybe dismissing somebody, feeling bad. I do feel like as part of this transformation, heart awakening, it feels like a coming to Jesus moment. And so somebody was in the dark, whether you left somebody in the dark or you were in the dark night of the soul. I feel there's regret about maybe not reaching out sooner with some communication. Maybe there was some betrayal here when it comes to a friendship or a love connection. But I just feel somebody made a mess of something here. And there is regret. So, and there is a storm brewing. I feel emotions are out of control. Somebody here is very ungrounded. And this is like, this is somebody struggling with shedding some pride and some ego. Big time. Let's see. And there's going to be some challenges, some major life changes, challenges, and obstacles ahead. So you're going to have to face these challenges, Gemini, head on. And maybe you feel like you just want to bang your head up against the wall. But you're reading between the lines. You're paying attention to the details. So these two come out in reversed. Yeah, definitely a huge emotional purge. There's been this clinging to this underlying sadness, grief, and loss. And maybe this is lost of some past loved ones. I'm not sure. There's a lot of ancestral energy coming through, trying to bring forward some spiritual strength for somebody to find their determination to release something. Oh yeah, huge karmic release, huge emotional release here, Gemini. And there's been a withholding of communication, a withholding of emotions. There's been somebody lacking their strength and their determination maybe to bring an ending full circle. And there is a need to seek some guidance. I just feel this overwhelming emotion that's been buried by a lot of pride and ego surfacing. And this is creating a major challenge, Gemini. A major challenge. So let's see what else needs to come through for you. Beautiful and caging. There's that heart awakening. Somebody's buried something deep inside and it's coming forward with vengeance. And this is creating a lot of challenges and changes. And maybe somebody is paying back some karma for some past life abuses where they abused freedom at the expense of another. Karmic debt 14 is being paid back. So there's some karmic debt being paid in the energies. And something is exposed. So third eye activation. Very well could be a third eye chakra activation. It is a 21 card. So this is indicating a major worldly cycle is coming to completion. So something's recently been revealed and exposed. And maybe it's brought somebody to their knees. And it's triggered a heart chakra awakening. And the emotions are heavy. But you're kind of leaving something behind is what I'm feeling, Gemini. You're moving into uncharted territory. a brand new cycle, and this is a part of your purpose. So maybe it's kind of scary to leave that comfort zone, but we're going to see what else needs to come through for you. Awakening to your spiritual genius. Awakening to your truth, perhaps. 29, another karmic debt number. You are closing out a major cycle. So this is like a time of great spiritual accomplishment, spiritual achievement. And this is where I feel you get to take the pen and you get to write the next chapter. Maybe you've been living in a lie. The storyteller, you know, hey, people like to tell stories, right? People like to play the victim. I'm not saying that's you. But somebody's got the key in their hand, the pen in their hand when it comes to rewriting a cycle. 17 breaking down to an 8. So if you can think back to when you were 17 years old, maybe there was a major life-changing event that took place around the age of 17. And this lesson is coming to completion now, is what I'm feeling. And we are at the anaretic degree with Pluto and Capricorn about to shift into Aquarius. And so this is opening up some Akashic memories is what I feel going on for you, Gemini. And yeah, get ready for a grand symphony. There's like a grand symphony here. And whether you're the Oracle's gift or you're thinking of bringing forward a gift to somebody that you look at as an oracle, you are tapping into the divine matrix of the interconnectedness of everything is what it feels like. You're tapped into beyond the ordinary. And I do think this is going to bring forward a grand symphony. A long time coming. Something's been a long time coming. I just noticed 1122. So big time self-mastery when it comes to a lesson. I'd like to read out of the book, but Kitty took off with that box and it's like way over there. So I guess we're just going to leave it at that. And we're going to start digging in with the tarot. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Gemini. Okay, yeah, there's been blocked communication. Communication has been a challenge. Maybe a lot of things happening all at once. Maybe everything's coming crashing down all at once with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Delays, setbacks, challenges, frustration, a lot of anger, a lot of stuckness, a lot of stagnancy. The 7 of Pentacles reversed is you've been stuck for a while. You've been watering a dead tree somewhere, facing all kinds of obstacles and challenges because that's not where you're meant to be. You're meant to pick yourself up and plant those seeds in a new direction. So let's see what else needs to come through for my Gemini collective. Somebody's been telling a tall tale. Somebody's been telling stories. Maybe there's some gossip. I'm not sure about that, but there could be some gossip and it's really triggering somebody's pride and ego, and there could be some anger with that grand symphony. But let's see what needs to come through with the 9-card spread. Wow, right out the gate. Ain't that a powerful energy? We got a divine masculine, we got an emperor, we got a father, and then we get this Knight of Pentacles in reversed and the Strength. So there's a masculine finding his determination, and he's lacked his determination. I feel there could be a situation here that was a poor investment with the Knight of Pentacles. Something's not really yielding any growth or any rewards. We got a masculine here about to explode with that volcano behind. Maybe there's been a lot of repressed anger, repressed passion. The Magician, that is your energy. Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Leo. We do have more Virgo here. We get dead central energy. We got victory here. The 6 of Wands. So this is victory after sorrow. The 9 of Pentacles. I love it. So we got an emperor here, we got a divine masculine, and we got a pre-empress here. We got a single divine feminine coming through as well. 5 of Swords. There was some type of manipulation here. A masculine manipulated a situation. We get the 3 of Pentacles, and we get the 3 of Swords. There's that heart awakening. There's a masculine coming into some type of realization, absolutely going through profound life transformation. This is the Tower. This is a complete shift in beliefs. This could be an emotional, a mental breakdown. We've got a masculine here that I feel let their pride run the show, and maybe they chose not to invest in a connection that would have yielded a lot of success, a lot of victory, a lot of growth. And we've got a masculine here hurting over a lost opportunity, a missed opportunity, getting a major wake-up call. This is happening right now, Gemini. Unavoidable change, and this will lead to a new exciting beginning. So what is it that you need to leave behind? What do you need to leave behind? Well, you need to leave behind this needing to win at all costs, needing to be on top, and I'm going to win, and it doesn't matter who I hurt. We have a masculine here that I feel, you know, didn't come from a place of integrity in the past, and there's regret. Absolutely, there's regret, and I think there's been a lack of an apology, and somebody is about to explode with some anger. They're getting ready to shed the old to bring in the new, and they're headed straight towards this pre-empress. They do want victory and success. I don't know that she's going to accept them because the overall outcome is the Three of Swords. Somebody here is realizing that they really missed out on something and they're deeply wounded. There's that wounded healer, the Nine of Wands. And so we've got a lot of Chiron aspects coming up. We do have Mars and Gemini out of the retrograde energy. And so somebody is coming to a conclusion that they blocked communication with something that was meant for them, and they are getting ready to reach out after a period of indecision. There's been a lot of back and forth thinking about what to do, and there is going to be a walking away of something that has been stuck. So let's clarify this Emperor. Let's clarify this Father. It could be a father. It could be the father of your children. Doesn't have to be. That just went flying. Ten of Cups. Eight of Coins. Ace of Cups reversed. The Moon reversed. That Aries new moon come in, and I feel there's a heart chakra awakening. Somebody here is going through a spiritual activation. This will lead to unconditional love. This will lead to a Ten of Cups, but I feel recognition maybe of some overindulgence. And, you know, with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I feel there's like this huge realization that somebody missed out on ultimate contentment. They're happily ever after, something that was a gift to them from the divine. And maybe they chose to leave it behind, but I feel now they want to come in. They want to put in the hard work. They're breaking free from an illusion. There was a lot of fear here holding somebody back when it comes to finding their determination. We've got a masculine here facing their inner demons, facing their inner beast, facing their shadow. And breaking free from any limitations, restrictions, addictions. There could be like this obsessive want and desire to come in for victory and success. But this masculine does need to get grounded. Absolutely. Let's take a look at the Magician, because I feel the masculine is manifesting a reunion here of some sort. Yeah, look at that, flipped right out of the deck again. Page of Pentacles. Manifesting a clean slate, a new beginning, a fresh start, and coming in fast. Coming in very, very fast to consciously release a long-standing burden. Yeah, and they've withheld this for a long time. They've withheld taking action. They've withheld taking action because look at that. Maybe they've been dealing with an Empress in reversed. Maybe they went towards a weak woman that didn't know her worth and her value, and they held on to that because it was easier, it was comfortable. Maybe this weak woman allowed them to play their games, and there is definitely a release of a third party here is kind of what I'm feeling. And maybe somebody's held back coming in because they realized they didn't value somebody that was meant for them. And now they're going to have to come in and pay the piper and face this Queen of Swords who will definitely listen. Her hands reached out. She's like, hey, I'll listen to what you got to say. Come sit down. But I've gotten some enlightenment out of this experience, and I already kind of know the truth. The divine kind of connects with me. And so you better come correct or not at all. And I think somebody is coming in 100% emotionally vulnerable is what it feels like for that victory and that success. But there's been pain here, deeply seated pain here. So let's take a look at the Three of Swords. Yeah, there was a past betrayal. When we get the 10 and the 3, we get the 7. So there was either some lying, some cheating, some stealing going on in the past. And there is a need to address this. And so I do feel, get ready. Wow, lots of overthinking here. And I did feel that Two of Swords with the 5 and the 3. Somebody wasn't willing to look at maybe how they betrayed somebody, and now a wave of emotions is coming over somebody. Yeah, look at all of them swords. Somebody is like in the thick of it when it comes to taking action. There's fear, there's stress, there's anxiety, there's this feeling of like, I made my bed, now I gotta sleep in it. And so taking action to come forward with an apology, though. Somebody is terrified. They are scared, Gemini. They're scared to come forward. They're scared to apologize. They want to come in from the cold. Maybe this is a person that ghosted you, abandoned you, and maybe used communication as a form of control. And yeah, there's a lot of baggage here that needs to be addressed. Somebody is feeling foolish, and somebody's head is getting served on a silver platter as they go through this awakening and expansion and gain that higher perspective, a new point of view. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. There's going to be an opportunity, I feel, for a reconciliation that will lead to a higher level of commitment here. The Druid. Somebody is mastering a very painful life lesson here, stepping into being a sage. We could have had a woman in the past that had two men fighting over her. We could have two women here. Could have a same-sex couple. There was an injustice here. There was a huge missed opportunity because somebody only cared about the money. They were greedy. They were selfish. They didn't care about anybody but themselves. And I do feel a flood of emotions is coming to the surface. And there's likely going to be an apology. So could be dealing with a Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer. So let's get one last message for you, Gemini. Get ready for an unexpected arrival. There's going to be a grand symphony coming up here for you. One last message for Gemini. Thank you. Past life relationship. So you've known each other before, whether you've known this person this life or not. There is a deep past life connection. And whenever there's a past life connection, let me tell you, there's karma. Whether it's a divine union or not, there's karma. We've got a masculine here that's really been struggling with their finances and their career. And so maybe that's been a factor when it comes to taking action in somebody's love life. But you've been calling in your soulmate. Something is coming to fruition. You've manifested something here. And so your prayers, your affirmations, what you've been visualizing, it's coming. You've asked for this. You've prayed for this. And it's here. It's time to take action. And that's what I got for you, Gemini. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below. I have a sale on right now, so it's the perfect time to book. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks, Gemini.